It's iPhone 11 unboxing time. So here they are. These are the two boxes, and you can see this year Apple have changed up the boxing style. So the first one is the iPhone 11, which comes in the standard white box, something that we've come to expect from Apple. Whereas the iPhone 11 Pro Max actually goes back a little old school. I think it was the iPhone 7s that came in the black boxes, but it's interesting to see Apple differentiate between the Pro models and the non-Pro models. But let's start off with the iPhone 11. Let's just unbox this and show you exactly what you're gonna get inside. Once we pull up the box, wow, look at that color. I mean, that is different, isn't it? That is different. It's like a mint green. Now guys, one of the things about my channel is I don't film with artificial light. This is just natural lighting, and I do that on purpose because it gives you a good look at what the color of particular devices are. So let's put that to one side. We also get included the standard, in this part of the world, marhaba, you're gonna get Apple stickers, and then you're gonna get a slightly disappointing standard, I think it's 5-watt Apple charger. You're also gonna get earpods, standard USB to lightning cable with the iPhone 11. So all that is included. This is slightly different as far as the boxing experience is concerned. So number one, you're going to get inside, wow, look at that, the midnight green. This color I'll give you again a closer look at in a moment. It's got this matte kind of metallic glass finish, which is interesting. Also included in there are instruction and obviously the Apple stickers. Now here's where it gets a little different. Number one, you have a 18-watt fast charger finally for the iPhone 11 Pro Max, so that's included. And then you get the standard earpods, and this is different. This is the USB to lightning cable, so that's something that's coming new with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Closer look, and we'll start off with the iPhone 11. It still has a very similar sort of form factor to the iPhone XR. On the front here, you've got that 6.1-inch liquid retina display. It's an LCD display, but it's still a very, very good display. I think it's one of the better displays when it comes to the LCD, but Apple did mention that they've color calibrated the display so that it's a little more vibrant and brighter as well, and that certainly seems to be the case. Now around the side, you've got the volume rocker, the quick mute switch there, so nothing's changed there. Down at the bottom, you've got the speakers, the microphone, and the lightning port. And over on the side, you've got the power button. So visually, there doesn't look like there's been much of a change, but when you move around the back, that's where you're gonna notice the things that have changed when compared with the iPhone XR. First of all is obviously the new colors. These are much more muted, more pastel-y kind of colors, and the Apple logo is actually underneath the glass. Also interesting fact, in this part of the world we still get some of those icons down here at the bottom. I think in the US they're completely removed. And then over here, the biggest difference is in the camera module. So you've got a dual camera setup here, and these are both 12 megapixels. You get the wide and then the ultra wide. So this is the iPhone 11 Pro, and it comes in two variations. The smaller one is 5.8-inch display, whereas the larger one, which is what this is a 6.5-inch Super Retina XDR display. And the major difference between the iPhone 11 Pro and the 11, which is that this screen is an OLED screen. The contrast, the colors, the vibrancy are much more apparent on this display than with the iPhone 11. If you turn it around the side, it's the same layout as the iPhone 11. You got a volume rocker on this side, you've got the mute switch over here, and down at the bottom you got the speaker and microphone with the lightning cable port and the power button. The major difference between the two of them comes when you compare the cameras. This has a triple camera setup, whereas the iPhone 11 had that dual camera setup. It looks like Apple's certainly embracing the camera bumps on both of these devices. Here, the triple camera setup, which is different from here, is that you have the additional telephoto lens. So they're all, in this case, all three of them are 12 megapixel cameras, And on the dual setup, you have again the dual 12 megapixel camera setup. What do you think, guys? Are you digging the camera bumps? Let me know in the comments. Guys, I need to point something out. In the hand, the grip factor on both of these devices is very different. This has that glass back panel feel to it, so it actually is a bit more grippy in your hand, whereas this is slightly more, I don't know, I feel like I could drop this a lot easier than the iPhone 11. So to be honest with you, both of them need a case, but yeah, it'd be so wrong to put them in a case at the same time, right? They're so beautiful. So I just finished setting up the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and one of the things that I've noticed immediately is the true depth camera, which has been updated on the front over here. It's faster at recognizing the face for Face ID, but it's also much better at unlocking from an angle. The other thing that I've got to point out, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this, is that there is no more force touch. This is something that we've seen with the iPhone XR last year. That same element is now being used to essentially bring up more options. And I don't know what it is, it just, that slight delay is a little disappointing, because you've gotta press long and hard, and then that brings up the options, whereas with force touch it was much more faster. So that's one of the things that I'm kind of missing immediately. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, if I compare it with my iPhone XS Max, is actually slightly thicker and just slightly wider as well. I don't know if you can tell that over there. Now, there's an advantage to that, which I'm perfectly happy about in terms of an increase in width and size, and that is the increased battery life. This now is supposed to have 5 hours better battery life when compared with the iPhone XS Max. Now, this is Apple's claim, and I'm gonna have to put this to the test, because if that's the case, wow. Now, one of the other big selling points on the new iPhones are the cameras. So this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'm really keen on testing this out to see if the camera is as good as Apple have been making out. This is working in collaboration with the brand new A13 Bionic chipset, the Neural Engine, and also iOS 13 to give you, with that triple camera setup, some amazing shots. Now it's finally here. The ultra wide is here, and I tell you what, it's really nice to see ultra wide on the iPhone. Here's a quick look at just 2 images that I've taken on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and the ultra wide is really nice to see. When it comes to images, the details are there, and I was also impressed with video. So this is what ultra wide looks like on video on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is at 1x zoom, and this is at 2x zoom. Let's just go back out there again, and that's ultra wide. And it's pretty dark here, so I've had to turn on the lamp as well. You're gonna have tons of fun with the front-facing camera and also with the portrait mode. Now I'm gonna do a separate video, which is gonna be filmed entirely on the iPhone 11 Pro Max to give you a realistic idea of how pictures and video turn out. So be sure to hit subscribe so that you know when that video goes live. But really quickly, just before I end, I wanna show you some night shots, which are really impressive. Right, it is now officially dark here. What I want to do is I want to show you how night mode operates or works here. This is just a quick look. One of the things you'll notice is that kind of moon icon that indicates that it's in night mode. So this is what I'm working with right now. The camera is struggling to pick it up, but that's how dark it is, okay? And we're going to take a picture, press, and you'll notice that timer. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Night mode on this, I think the Pixel has definitely met its match. That is really good. Wow. The iPhone 11 and 11 Pro Max actually surprised me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think of the new iPhones? Have you ordered one? Are you excited about receiving yours on Friday? And if you're new around here, be sure to hit subscribe as well. Now I will have a full review coming up later on, and I'll also have the unboxing for the Apple Watch Series 5. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit like, and leave a comment down below. That's it from me for now. I will see you in the next video. Until then, I'm EMKWAN. This has been the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro Max unboxing. Peace and blessings.